Composer is the mode for when you already have a precise vision of how the wedding should turn out. You are the editor who decides every sentence. The AI is behind the scenes, preparing the cataloged material for you. I go to the Mode step, and I choose Composer. Click Continue. When I enter the Composer, the AI takes a couple of minutes to do its homework. A cinematic loading screen walks me through 5 stages. First, listening, then identifying blocks, then reading cards, then selecting phrases, and finally, completed. This is where YouCan reads the entire transcript again, breaks the wedding into its narrative blocks, identifies who said what, and picks the sentences worth keeping. It costs credits, and it's the foundation of everything you'll do in this mode. When the loading screen disappears, I see the Composer workspace, 4 areas. On the left and top, the catalog. This is where every selected sentence lives. The sentences are not in a flat list. They're organized in a hierarchy, block by block. Opening, vows and ritual, voices of loved ones, closing. Inside each phase, the speaker, bride, groom, officiant, father, friend. Inside each speaker, the actual sentence cards. Everything is open by default. I just scroll. A card is simple, the text of the sentence. A small grip on the left to grab and drag. A play button to hear that exact line. And 1, 2, or 3 little golden stars next to the text. The stars are how YouCan tells me how emotionally important this line is. 1 star, background. 2 stars, solid material. 3 stars, essential. No colors, no traffic lights, just stars. The cards all look the same neutral tone, so my eye reads the content, not the chrome. In the top right of the catalog, a small flag pill. I click it to translate every card text into another language. Useful when I'm reviewing the cut with a couple in a different language. Below the catalog, in the center, the timeline. Empty at first. I drag a card from the catalog, drop it onto the timeline. Then another, then another. The timeline grows. If I drop the same card twice, a small banner warns me and skips the duplicate. If I want to wipe everything and start over, a Clear All button is right there. Underneath the timeline, a strip that's always present, the Waveform Trim Editor. The moment I click any card in the catalog, or any card in the timeline, its waveform appears here. 2 handles, one for the start, one for the end. I can drag them to trim a breath at the beginning or a tail at the end. A play button plays the trimmed version. No pop-up, no extra click. The editor is always there, waiting. And on the right, a third of the screen, the Composer Copilot chat. Honest disclaimer, the Copilot today is here to help with small operations on the timeline, not to replace your editorial judgment. It works better than the one in narrative mode, but it's still a work in progress. Use it for the easy stuff, the heavy lifting. You do it by hand with drag and drop. What it handles reasonably well today is simple commands like add the bride's vows after the rings, or remove every duplicate from the groom, or clear the timeline. The AI parses my request into actions. Add this card here, remove that one, and applies them to the timeline. When it works, it saves me a few drag and drops. When it doesn't, I just do it by hand. Each message costs cloud credits, so I keep my requests simple. When I'm done composing, I don't need to move to a separate screen. The export buttons live right here in the Composer. If I came in from Final Cut Pro, I see Open in Final Cut. If I came in from DaVinci, I see Add Markers and Export to DaVinci. In the next tutorial, we'll look at refining individual cuts more carefully and the export details, whether you used narrative or Composer. For more tutorials and to download YouCan, go to weddingfilmeditors.com/YouCan. Happy editing!